Hi everybody, my name is Kyler Cobb. Today I'm going to be doing my presentation on Boston Consulting Group. Uh, as in the title, Boston Consulting Group. It is a consulting group based out of Boston. They have many different locations around the United States and across the world, in many countries, across the pond. They have one in Atlanta that is one that I'm going to be, striving to hopefully apply to in the future. But currently, right now, they have 25,000 worldwide employees. So, a very big company, very notable. It's one of the big three in the consulting groups right now in the industry. Um, their main thing is marketing strategy and financial services. Um, for the most part, just kind of helping companies when they have a problem arise, they go to them and they consult and they develop a strategy. Then they help implement that strategy and help the company. As far as how I would help outreach for this company, it would be my main thing, because not a lot of people have heard of them, even though we have a building in Atlanta. I had never really heard of it. So I would do email. I would reach out to a lot of people in this kind of sector, and that would be my target audience. Would be people who need this kind of help. I would send emails. I would hold community events, send out all kinds of invitations to these companies, try to get them to come out to our community events. Because not only do we build that connection by having the community event and talking to the people at the function, and building that relationship, but it also, as far as public relations goes, it looks good on our standpoint because we're holding community events. It looks good. We're reaching out to the community, you know, whether that may be. And we're not just doing this just to look good, but we're doing this, help other people, or whatever the case may be, however that community event might need to be held. And then, of course, lastly, press releases. This is a main thing that I learned a lot about in this class. Sending out press releases and making sure that they're written in a way that is professional, but also is very recognizable. That, hey, we can do business, but we can also keep it cool and relatable. And so that's the kind of press releases that I'm looking for to design for this company. So those would be my main three strategies to help develop for the outreach. And as far as my career insights and what I, kind of took from this course was just how deep it goes. This, I didn't never realize how far public relations goes. I just always thought, oh, public relations is just how people view you. I didn't realize all that went into it, how to keep an image, how to rebound off an image, how to, not necessarily manipulate, but in a sense, manipulate people. And, the more you go down the web, the more it grows on you. And so for that, and then public perception, obviously, like I just said, is just how the public perceives you, and how to manage it, and to kind of cultivate it into what you want to be seen as, is something that you know it really goes down. And then one of the main things I learned was distinction between ethics and law. Uh, One of the things I learned was the distinction between ethics and law. Ethics are concerned with rightness and wrongness of actions, while law is derived from ethical values in a society. Ethical law seems like the same. The ethical and law, it seems like the same, but there's definitely a line between them. The law is, this is bad, this is bad, this is bad, this is good, this is good, this is good. Don't do this, don't do this. Ethical is more, I'm not gonna say objective, but in a sense it is. You have certain people have their ethics and their morals, and people deem that good, right and wrong, whereas somebody might not deem it as right or as wrong. And so, when you think ethics and morals, you think, or ethics and law, you kind of think right and wrong, but then when you really dive into it, there's a lot there that, a lot of differences that I, never really thought about before I took this class, and which I'm glad I did, because, I mean, that's a great thing to know between ethics and law. And then another thing is changing media, how much media can change. I didn't realize how much media is constantly changing. just over the last couple years, we've gone a lot virtual, school and completely virtual, and now there's a ton of online classes, a ton of classes, even classes in person, partly are being done online. So much schoolwork of it is being done online, and then obviously that's not quite like media, but media plays such a huge part in the world that, especially social perception, the media controls that, which makes it so important. So when the media controls the perception of that social, whatever the case may be, it makes it just that much more important. And that's the case with everything in the media. Whatever they deem to be what they want to push, that's what's going to get pushed. And so for my future, what it helped me with is I would like a job in social media. That's kind of been my, I'm not gonna say dream, but been my goal for a while, is graduate and then hopefully find an entry level or just digital marketing or somewhere along that line to get into the field, get some experience, and then get into social media, whether that be management or whatever. So I feel like this course was perfect for me in that sense. And then how to manage public perception. I know I talked about a little bit about it, but that's the thing that would be really important for me going forward is, okay, putting out, let's say I become a social media manager or whatever the case may be, put out a post, I can kind of manage how I want people to see that, how I want people to view that, what I want people to take away from that. And that's really huge for me. I feel like a lot of people, a lot of times somebody will put out a post and they don't know the direction or the reaction that that post is going to hold, and it'll go into a different, completely opposite way that the original post wanted it to go. As for the job listing, I did a digital marketing job right here, and then creativity and digitalization is what interests me about this listing. It is giving you an opportunity to kind of be yourself and be creative, but everything is so digitalized. Almost all the bullet points on the list were digitalized. Doing digitalize this, digitalize that, having your own creative input into this field. And so that's the part that kind of stuck out to me when I was looking through some listings, is that, wow, to kind of give you a little bit of your own leeway, but it's going to be digitalized, not going to be doing much with paper. And so I feel like that was really the key in what stuck out to me. And then some skills I have now that would help it would be strong organizational skills. Sorry, I'm a very organized person. I like everything to be color coded, or however organized you want it to be. I like it. I don't like having stuff laying around or anything like that. I like to know where my stuff is and to know where my stuff isn't. And so I feel like that would be huge for me. And then Microsoft, I know all the Microsoft stuff. I've done school projects on it. I've done work stuff on Microsoft. I've done it all with Microsoft, and that was one of the huge key points on the job listing. And then I'm graduating in a couple days, so I have my bachelor's sorted. That's one of the requirements. And then one thing that I'm looking for in the future that this job wants is 1 to 3 years of digital marketing. And like I said before, I wanted to kind of get some entry level experience to gain my experience. And then as far as the salary in Georgia and this job starting out, it's kind of around the median starting out entry level is $50,000 a year, and then it can shoot up to as high as about $115,000 a year. So it's not too bad. And then this is all my visual aids, my PowerPoint, just that kind of stuff, where I'm deriving it from. All right, and thank you for listening. I'm Kyler. I hope you have a blessed day.